Pranked on pussy.
You know what else is never gonna happen?
This fucking show.
Yeah, look at this podcast.
Haymant was better.
Oh shit! I gotta go off. Ah, thanks for the vacation. Back to the Bahamas.
Back to NASA, dude.
Bruh.
Back to the Bahamas.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, Haymont was at the Bahamas. Friday happened again.
In the Bahamas. On hotel life.
Pain, suffering.
Haymont's sitting there watching a slideshow, and it's just like I see the cringe, but I can't tell how cringe.
It's just, oh man, there's quite a lot of things going on that Friday, huh? Quite a lot of things.
If it happens again, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Bro, I don't think we're gonna make it.
Okay.
I have to note, I put this in as our new Who Hurt You segment, because we haven't had one of those in a long time, because nobody's done something absurdly stupid with the meta that I haven't already complained about.
But this isn't the meta anymore. This is just
why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
What is going on here? Because and after Friday, everything's back to normal. Well,
well, TL's normal all the time.
Well, yeah. Other than that, thank you for fixing the numbers. But what are the top 3 teams doing?
There.
Hey! That's the top 4 teams right there. Because they all have winning records against Team Liquid.
This game is so cringe.
Jeez, man. I'm gonna chalk everything up for 100 Thieves for they're just running it down. They're like, all right, whatever, don't show our hand before playoffs because playoffs when it matters, and we've never gone too far there.
Bro, that's what all the teams for Friday. That's for the top 4 teams for Friday.
They all did some dumb shit.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I don't think we want to win today. Let's give everyone a terrible dub.
I think C9 had a good composition, and then they chucked the early game, recovered it in the mid game where they're like, oh, hey, we fight better around objectives. And then Immortals realized, wait a minute, but if we beat them to the objective and get a pick, we just win. It's 40 minutes in, at post 30. We just win at this point. And they were right. They did it.
Bro.
They figured it out. They problem solved it, and they figured it out. Proud of them.
Man.
TSM, god damn it, dude. They picked a comp that needed that early game, and they didn't. Huni had a spectacular game.
Wait. TSM's comp's a hyper late game comp.
TSM versus FlyQuest? Yeah.
They're running Rise into Felios.
Yeah, that's hyper late game. Also, wait a second, just think about it now. Wait a minute. Wait a second. How many times has FlyQuest beat you guys again?
I don't. Do they have the matchup?
Yeah, wait.
They do. They do. TSM's 1-4 versus FlyQuest and 1-3 versus Dignitas. They're the only teams that they have a losing record against. They are tied with EG and 100 Thieves. We're gonna find out in the next 2 weeks if TSM can have losing records only against the bottom 4 teams.
Bro,
this is crazy. Oh wait, now I remember why I liked FlyQuest comps. They had Irelia. That's why.
Yeah, that's a lot of late game insurance, and then you have a LeBlanc who can just blow up people.
Yeah.
Triple wasn't even that great on the LeBlanc. They committed to an early game plan where they're like, all right, we're getting nothing done in the early game. We're losing the other lanes. We're going to get these 2 heralds, break open mid, get triple roaming.
Didn't they just get shoved in? Didn't they just get their... No. Yeah, TSM had a lead, and then they got just cracked open.
What?
TSM had the game. Like, they had basically all control. Yeah. And then they just got cracked. Like, the base just fell apart.
They stayed too long. They have, what is it? They had the Aphelios. Rise is a bit too short range. They had the Baron, and they were like, oh, we're going to stay in front of this inhibitor turret while our Baron's here. And that was enough time for Tomo, FlyQuest 80 carry, to rotate down and take a 5v4 without Huni, who had the majority of TSM's gold. Right. And that point, it doesn't really matter. It's super late into the game. Irelia, while she's been put into the ground in the early game, was still farming up enough to get her items so that she could be a threat in that team fight. And then they just ran down Huni later on. And then GG. That's it. 2 team fights, FlyQuest wins.
And then, now with 100 Thieves and Data Toss.
Bad dive with the TK over.
Bro, they unlike the last two, because sadly Tsm and Cloud9 had a GOAT lead for basically the whole game, and they just tossed it away. 100 Thieves on the 100 Thieves, yeah, they just did that one bad thing. It just went downhill for them.
Yeah.
Well,
hey,
100 Thieves picked Tom Kent's support, which I feel like is the major reason this doesn't work. Because you don't like the new Tom Kent support is not the same kind of champion. He's a kind of a fighter.
Bro, this new Tom Kent, it hurts me just to look at him now. Like what made him great? Yo.
Well, now they've changed what made him great into
he's actually just like don't play him. It's not worth it, really.
No. He's good. He's just not a support anymore.
Yeah.
There's a topic about him later. We can talk about it later. So then the other game that went fucking tits up on the Friday was Golden Guardians versus Evil Geniuses.
Bro.
And I have okay. I don't know why people play Gwen jungle. Like, for fuck's sake, why? And I don't know why people pick Syndra bot lane. Syndra requires level 11. Why are we playing her bot lane?
Yeah.
What? The lowest XP source in the game. Let's throw the fucking mage down there. That's a good plan.
Yes, we're gonna have Danny play Syndra because we've never had him do that before.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, guess what we're gonna pair the Syndra with? That's right, a second fucking mage. Oh yeah.
And they banned the Ziggs too, by the way.
Astounding.
Outstanding move.
Golden Guardians had already proven they'll play it, I think. Or do they do that later this week? I don't know. But Golden Guardians would have definitely played it if they could or wanted to. So banning it's not that bad. But I don't know. Blaze Olive has been looking really, really good recently. Licorice, when he joined Golden Guardians, looked like he got a new life. It looks like he lost one of those lives later this weekend, but that's a different story.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's debatable with another team.
And I don't know. I just pinned this loss on Evil Genius having 0 priority in the bot lane and Impact getting the raw deal of a top lane matchup. Because Renekton doesn't really do that good against Aphelios. Viego. That's the champion's name. So that was Friday. Let's talk about the rest of the weekend as I pull up the results. There we go. This was quite the weekend for us. We were 1 game away from getting an entire show 0-5 for a day. that was almost very bad.
Yeah.
Matt got straight up. Jeez, man.
He got 2 5-game days.
Yeah, Matt got it. He got
Matt called it.
What did I call?
He got 2 full days.
Yeah.
Poggers. I'm just so you're aware, I'm better. I do this.
I'd have had the exact same record if I hadn't flubbed up the fucking Golden Guardians call. I'm just mad they fucked it up.
So like cringe.
True. And then of course I messed up.
Oh well, that's just your own fault. How could you? How could you?
What?
How
Can we
could you
talk about
put
this now?
faith in the Bud Light aced team?
Okay. So now since we're there now, COG. What the hell are you playing?
Do you want to just talk about COG versus IMT?
We had what, 2 different games where CLG played in on Friday and Saturday, and it was like, oh man, 100 Thieves pounded CLG, and then it was like, oh man, but then C9 pounded them harder. Like,
wait. They played Team Liquid and who the fuck? They played Team Liquid and Cloud9.
Yeah,
CLG versus C9. Okay.
but
And then where is it? CLG versus IMT.
Yeah, that was Sunday.
CLG versus TL. Oh, okay. So it was CLG versus TL where they went, we're gonna pound them, and then C9 was like, yeah, we're gonna pound them harder.
yeah, but
That's
CLG versus IMT, that game, they had everything in their right to win the game. Literally. I had to go over this game twice.
So they have a 9K gold lead at 32 minutes, and then they lose Baron, and they drop down to like, what is this?
Like
at the end of the game?
5K?
2K. They end the game at a 2K gold lead.
jeez, man.
They're losing inhibitors at like 8K up.
They're losing inhibitors at 8K up. All right, with the Baron, it makes sense, but also
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Just fight.
Wait, no. Wait. The Baron that they got. Now, this is when they were 8K up. They decided
Come on.
we're just gonna go to lanes.
Wait, is this
Not go to Baron?
CLG versus IMT. The turning point is when IMT get a lucky Baron take, and then CLG show up in force and just let them leave. They don't engage. They do nothing. They just let them leave.
They're like,
and then even better, they let them leave to go to Dragon. How do you let them go halfway across the world to get Dragon? It's like, oh, there we go. Nice. How you doing, guys? Hope you enjoying your time.
Hey, Immortals. I think we've been taking it a bit too hard on you. Let's make up and be friends. Hold on. Here's a free Baron, and look at that. Look at Dragon. There we go. Let's keep this in competitive spirits, right?
They could have gone for the fight. Not even ace them.
Any fight.
They don't even need to ace them. All they need to do is take off a few people, and then they set up a siege, take off a few more people, get an inhibitor, take the dragon, and we're done here. That's the game. Now, the game should be on lock at this point. The Baron doesn't matter. We have Dragon Soul on that play, by the way. And then we're set for the next fucking Baron. It's like, what the fuck? But then they just decide, like, nah, you can have everything. We're done. We got our 10K gold lead. We met our quota.
Yeah. Jeez. That hurts deeply. That's been a big problem for CLG for quite some time, and I don't know how it's going to be fixed.
Like, they allowed them to get 3... Like, after that Baron, they lost... It basically became reversed somehow. Like, they... Like, after that Baron, CLG could not get anything else. They did not get anything else. Not a single kill.
They regressed to actual CLG gameplay, which is sit there and do nothing.
This is just...
Oh,
God
right.
Damn.
Their Nexus is getting sieged when they had 5 kills to 0.
0. Exactly.
There are so many, like... If you took a screenshot and showed it to me, I'd be like, this is fucking fake. What team has 5 kills to 0, 3 fucking dragons, and then is getting their Nexus siege with 5 men up? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But it's happening. They just let it happen.
Pretty cringe. Bring back the old meme from the jaws of victory.
Bro. And now this really concerns me. Like, what are we doing here, COG?
This isn't even... This is an org problem now.
Like, I'm looking at all your players. No, I'm looking at all your players.
This is
like
Finn,
Roxa, Demonte, Wild Total, Smoothie. What are you guys doing?
If I'm playing fucking Tristana, and my team's 5-0 in total kills, and I'm like, why haven't I died yet? I should have died for like 3 kills at this point. What? Like, dying isn't a bad thing all the time. If you trade your life for 3 kills, that's pretty worth it most of the time.
Yeah.
Like what happened to playing League of Legends? Like, you guys
this is counter logic gaming, remember.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, counter logic, most definitely counter logic, yeah.
I think we're milking this a lot, but and it deserves to be.
Wait,
deserves to be, but we gotta keep on going.
We can't put ourselves on that list. There are so many people milking this CLG situation. There's so much like bullshit going on. Apparently, Pobelter broke down crying on Sunday talking to his coach, And it's just like, there's just so many awful stories coming out. Apparently Brox has been feeling awful about the team recently. It's just like, there's nothing but bad news coming out about this team, and everyone will not shut up about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't blame that shit. I think lose like that? Like that?
But my question now is like, that's not a management problem. The team didn't do anything.
The team fucked up. Like, what?
Everybody's like, it's the worst managed team in the league, and I'm just like, did you and I watch the same game? Because that's not a management issue. That's a nobody decided their life is worth less than 4 of the enemies.
Yeah, but this is like, man, this has been a problem that's been going back maybe like 2 splits now. I think Wild Turtle's been out in the last split when POB came in and they tried to fix it by picking him up. And then I'm forgetting what the roster was before that.
It's the same roster except they had RJS, and then before RJS they had a sub jungler because Broxer was on Visa.
Broxer wasn't there.
Yeah, because both Broxer and Finn were out for like last split. But then they had a different problem like the split before that one. I'm forgetting who their top laner and mid laner was at the time. I think shit, I don't know. But I feel like this has been going on in CLG for like quite some time.
Well,
but
they're about to trigger LCS's relegation thing, where they will literally just kick you out of the deal. If you get bottom 2 for 5 out of 8 splits, then you're up for relegation out of the partnership. I think this is their 4th split since that's been enacted. So it'll be crazy. Who knows? The team might be getting desperate.
I'll say this. I'm like, look, if I was in that team, I'll be like Pro Belter. I'd be crying too. Because of you all, I'm about to lose my goddamn job. Because of the play that I saw right then and there.
I just don't understand. Like I can't even directly blame the management for a lot of these problems, because there's a point at which the players need to be like, okay, the management is getting in our way of playing the game properly, and we need to just be able to make decisions for ourselves. And if the manager is like, yeah, no, then they all have to just start taking their exit options or something. It's just like, I don't know why anybody's still on this team if the management is as bad as it seems they are. And if all the players aren't working together, I don't know why they all want to work together on the same team. Like, it just seems like everybody has shit the bed on this team, and like, well, now what? Everything smells like shit here.
Yeah. Jeez, man. If you can't navigate a winning game like that, I don't know. It's
Last
just
year
bad.
they had Crown.
Last year they had Crown. Okay,
Yeah,
and that was
then
when Crown
COVID
went
hit and
through.
Crowd got benched for apparently RJS.
Yeah, I guess go mid. Okay.
Very interesting.
This is a weird org, dude.
Wow.
Everyone's advocating for them to get relegated. I'm just like, I don't even think
do
that's
that
gonna
anymore.
fix
We don't
it.
do those anymore.
You literally
Bro.
do. I just
Yeah.
explained it.
I wasn't listening.
It's okay.
Low key, I was doing something on the cell phone.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Doing that, that's a very
Well, I just think they'll be replaced by a slightly different org that
Which
won't
org are
be
you
much
talking
better.
COG.
They're not gonna get relegated, bro.
They're one split of finishing bottom 2 of triggering the relegation clause, or the potential for the relegation.
They'll turn
clause.
it around.
Oh,
Riot
no.
will take mercy on their weak souls.
If
They
they
gotta
don't
do a
stay
lot.
within 3 games of, I think, FlyQuest, they can't
Raps?
finish in playoffs.
can't finish
and are
9.
screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to stay 3 games within.
Would that trigger this split or next split?
At the end of next split, if they finish bottom 2, they will trigger the relegation clause, or the potential for the relegation clause, because it's not an automatic thing. It just puts you up for relegation, and if the org or the league decides that they don't want to relegate them, they won't. The next topic. All right, let's talk about
So weird.
Let's talk about TSM versus Team Liquid. So this was sort of the only top end matchup this week for what I'll call a top 2 playoff spot. And TSM won in what I think is a relatively convincing manner.
Yeah.
Like TL had a gold lead for most of it, but it wasn't that big. It was only 3K at its highest.
Yeah.
And so the game starts. I think Kobe was casting and said this, that the Trundle was a great pick in this against their comp, and I'm just kind of looking at them. I'm like, man, I love it when I had to fucking wait for Leona to trigger Aftershock so I can ult her with Trundle. That's a great plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get why people are still playing. I don't like Trundle.
You gotta bait a fucking tank for Trundle. Otherwise, you're just kind of wasting your time.
If you take, if there you have an Ornn, take it. It's great. It's wonderful.
Fuck yes.
Not just a Leona. You need more than a Leona.
Leona with Aftershock. Got the Aftershock.
If she procs Aftershock, that means half your team is stunned and they're dead. And look at that.
Well, she might have just gone for the Zenith Blade, not the... Was it Solar Flare?
Yeah. Solar Flare is the ultimate.
Yeah, Solar Flare, so, yeah.
That's you gotta be quick with them fingers. You
I'm not gonna lie.
Leona green.
Look, if someone got hit with the Zenith Blade, Solar Flare, my backline is stunned for, well, it's supposed to be 3 seconds, actually 10,000 years.
Well,
I'm dead.
The idea is kind of that you pop Pillar on Aphelios, ult Leona, and then run at Aphelios, and just kind of like that's just what you do for the team fight and hope your team wins.
Yeah, but run how? There's a wall. You can't get through it now.
Shh. It's a good pick. Kobe told me.
Uh-huh.
I saw it locked in, and I'm just like, game's over. Because no one fucking plays tanks. The tank meta is gone. Udyr and Hecarim are out of the meta.
Gone. Yeah.
Even that, I don't think it does well into Udyr either.
Look, that's why I listen to this. Look, that's why I listen to Azazel, a literal world champion.
Yeah,
Azazel.
I don't care. So I'll say how I want. Okay.
Wow.
Hey, he's got an avatar in WoW.
Wow.
So another major criticism people had with this game was Jensen's Twisted Fate. So Jensen's looked like a hot mess this split.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get anything going, and then they put him on Twisted Fate, and I don't know. This team comp looks like garbage. It's this weird ass pick poke comp. I still think Varus poke is garbage. I hate it. I hate the whole thing. And this is the other game with Tom Kench support. And it's just showing why this doesn't work. Tom Kench doesn't work as support anymore because you can't fucking spam eat on your teammates. So you're just leaving them out to dry. You can only eat one person every 2 team fights, basically. And like what are you doing? How are you supposed to fucking play this team fight when you're just gonna get kited by fucking Azir, Aphelios, Leona, Diana, and then you have Jace to just absolutely nuke your team before a team fight? Huni's Jace has been crazy this game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speak as a god. I fucking love watching Speaker play League of Legends. He just fucking rips people apart by himself.
Yeah.
More on that later.
It's bad composition from TL. That's kind of it. And they really they picked the worst jungler into what is currently the best jungler right now.
Yeah.
With Sneakoff.
You know?
That
when you say it like that, I mean, yeah, that's it.
I think legitimately the only way Trundle works is with Hullbreaker on a split push. And you're just like, all right, we're playing on Trundle split push all game. That's it. We hope that works. And that's why you don't run it.
That's it.
The only saving grace, the only thing that they could have done with that Trundle, which would have made it like remotely good, is pivot it into the top lane. And I don't think that's much better.
Not against Jace. Jace is pretty good against Trundle because he can keep range.
Yeah. All yours not come back into range.
The only thing that you're doing is like, yes, I'm sitting here healing off of my Doran shield and my passive for ages. I can't
Yeah.
actually approach the minion wave. Oh, they walked past it. Now I'm fucked.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a giant farm lane, either Jace versus Trundle, because neither one can really engage on the other without losing. So Jace is just trying to poke him down, but he outsustains Jace and can free farm basically.
Yeah.
It might end up Jace under turret. It might end up Trundle under turret. It's probably going to depend on jungle pressure.
Yeah, but I mean, Diana as a jungler, just in general, bro.
Yeah,
That's
ult's
just
crazy.
Yeah, that shit sucks. For you, that is, because I'm the Diana player. So
you just look at TL's comp and it's like, aha, TF has just shown up. Fuck, there's a Diana.
TF has shown up to die. That's what he did. Would you mind looking to the moon real quick?
They just there's no options for them. Like all their options are covered by TSM's comp, and it's just I feel like it was an entire mismatch of champ select, and then TSM just had a better late game. Like they hit the 30-minute mark to start transitioning into late game, and TSM just like, cool, we're hitting 3 items on our carries. Game on.
Time to die.
That's what happened.
It's wonderful that this Trundle's not effective at all, and you all have to stand in one place. Oh man. Okay. All right.
Let's talk about the playoff picture. We had 2 more teams, I think, lock in playoff spots. Wait a minute. There's a thing that tells me. Okay, so there's a discrepancy on the website. It's one part says that TL and C9, or sorry, EG and C9 have locked in top 8 spots, but there's another one that says only C9 has locked that top 8 or top 6 spot. So I don't know.
That's rather interesting. I would say for both, right? Yeah, that's interesting.
So they have the same record, which would incline me to say that they both lock it in because EG also has the matchup against C9. So I'm going to go with they both have a top 6 spot locked in. Now, to be honest, that's not that important. I would have said they were going to get top 6 either way. I still think TL, who is right behind them by 1 win, is probably going to get a top 6. Now, 4 wins behind TL is Dignitas, who has finally locked in a top 8 spot. That's actually amazing because it means that there's only 1 more top 8 spot to be there are 2 more top 8 spots to be handed out, but that means CLG is basically
dead,
eliminated unless they can catch up to FlyQuest, but they also have to catch up to Golden Guardians.
Yeah. And
so
bro, CLG's
if Dignitas locks in top 6, I'll be marginally impressed. I'll be unhappy that they locked in a top 6 spot because, to be honest, I don't really think they deserve to be in top 8. I think they're probably like, with how this entire split is going, I think that they're basically just as bad as CLG. They're only 3 games ahead of CLG in summer ranking, in summer games only. So but so thoughts on Dignitas making top 6 or top 8, EG and C9 making top 6, and a CLG basically being eliminated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that last one. For all I care, they deserve it for what they did, for what's happened. So, like Dignitas, I mean, for me, I believe that there would have been still a top 16 really. I mean, yeah, they had some corkscrews thrown at them, like Dardock leaving. Some corkscrews and all, but I still believe that there still be top 6 though. Like you look at Morus and Flat, oh my bad.
It's not unbelievable. Like you look at their roster and you look across the lines, they're like, oh, okay, they have Yusui, Acadian, Fake God, Afro, and Neo, and you're like, okay, like yeah, they've got some power in the bot lane, but it looks like a pretty average roster across the board. That's kind of it. It's not surprising that they're top 6.
Wait, Dignitas?
Yes,
Dignitas.
he's talking about
Well,
Dignitas.
they qualify for top 8. They are in 6th place, but
But yeah, top 8. Yeah, I still see them as top 8.
Mhm.
It's not that hard.
I don't know. I think they're heavily riding their summer record. Because I definitely think FlyQuest and Golden Guardians should be able to be better than them.
All right, but I mean, do you not believe they deserve their top 8 spot? We think that they're worse than Golden Guardians and COG?
Well, the results of playoffs is intended to decide people going to Worlds, so
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters who gets those last 2 spots, because I'm pretty sure they're just gonna lose out and they're probably not gonna make top 4.
Yeah, but I mean, still, just being able to make playoffs in general, to say that you beat playoffs.
80% of the league makes playoffs. I think that's a fucking abysmal thing to have happen in this league. I'm just saying.
Hey.
I take issue with the playoff format in general. That's why, like, these top 8 spots are really like, it's just such a awful thing to debate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, slightly on CLG, they have won 1 game since week 3.
Wow. Wait, you sure about that?
Yeah, in week 3 they're 4-5. In week 7 they're 5-16 summer record. They have won 1 game. That was against TSM.
Jeez, that's it. And then after that, the whole entire Budweiser ad sponsorship, and then bam.
It's like, man, that ad kind of makes sense now.
It's yeah, it's rough, dude. CLG definitely shouldn't make it. That's the one team you can absolutely take out of the top 8.
They'll be mathematically eliminated if they fall 1 game behind FlyQuest next week, which should happen. Who does FlyQuest play? They play TL, C9, and Dignitas. Hang on! That might happen.
No. Stop with that bullshit. Stop with that. Stop. Right. Stop the cap, alright?
Stop the cap!
Like, don't you ever say those words.
As long as
COG does not. COG does not deserve a chance.
Whether they deserve the chance or not is immaterial to the possibility of it happening.
If they get a chance, I'm calling you fraudulent. No.
Match fixing.
Hey,
match fixing.
Hey, people have already accused CLG of match fixing, and in a not so like joking manner, they're more like, "Hey guys, are we sure they're not match fixing? Because this is fucking abysmal."
Hey, I mean, shit. No, I mean, I did Immortals. Yeah.
All right.
Like,
I want to talk about EG real quick. So, like they've been on quite a tear recently. They lost their 8-game win streak that would be at 9 if they hadn't lost to Golden Guard. Or sorry, it would be at 9, 10, 11. It'd be an 11-game win streak if they hadn't lost to Golden Guardians. EG's looking fucking crazy, and I'm kind of scared for next week.
yeah. EG has been putting in work, surprisingly enough. Actually,
All right. Speaking of EG, actually, let's talk about MVP, because number 1 time. Number 2, I actually had Danny like almost making it into my
Megalo?
my top 3. Matt's coming at me like, who the fuck
Megalo?
is Danny?
No, I know who Danny is. I looked it up. I didn't recognize the picture on the website when I went earlier, but then I looked at an actual game.
You could
and
probably,
I was like,
you could probably show me
I
80% of the league, and I'd have no idea which player they were.
well, yeah,
Bro.
that's why.
I swear we had this same conversation before.
We did, because we talked about their top 8.
To be fair, Dion, I do who Megalol a lot of professional players as a joke.
But you said, who the fuck is Danny? I was like,
Listen, I didn't say that on air. You can't prove I said that.
I got screenshots. You gotta leave them
That
quick.
makes you a fucking narc, bro. You're all narcs. You all snitch only. Anyway, like I said, I didn't recognize the picture of Danny. But like Anthony said, I wouldn't recognize a picture of basically any pro, so I don't know why that confused me.
So yeah, Danny was like right there, getting into my top 3 for MVP. And like a lot of players on 100 Thieves are like right there. Maybe not Someday. He hasn't been having that like dominating split.
Yeah.
And I almost included Impact, but I don't know. I put in Spica, Abadage, and Huhi. Now I think we've all included Spica and Abadage. So I want to start off with the players we did include. Now Matt has included Vulcan, who I believe has thrown many a game against top teams, namely TSM and 100 Thieves. So
That's
Matt,
rather interesting.
Matt, why did you pick Vulcan?
You're not gonna like my answer for this.
I know I'm not. That's why I asked.
No, I mean, like, it's just boring. It's because I was not kidding when I was literally about to go eat dinner and you were like, pick your fucking MVPs. I thought of 2 names and then I thought, I don't know who else to pick. Vulcan's in the LCS.
Oh my god.
And so I picked Vulcan. I don't know. He's not dog shit. He threw a couple of games, but so is everybody, you know, poggers. And double lift held flash for next Worlds. What do you want? Like, doesn't mean he's a bad player. It's,
He did that
tricks.
twice.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's a bad player overall. Everyone whiffs, you know? Fuck it. Also, I do think he's been fairly impactful in a lot of their wins. So
I feel like it's really hard to like pick out who is carrying C9, who's like really good on C9, because I
don't think there's like a hard carry, but I just think that like, because I like obviously like when it was Core JJ just like hard carrying as support, like that was an easy pick, right? Like that man just was putting the whole team on his back 80% of the time as a support. That's an easy call. But I do think that he's been, other than the throws that I frankly forgot about.
Blocked out of his memory.
No, remember when I told you I don't even remember what happened in the games last weekend? Not like 2 days ago, but the one before that. I literally don't even remember what the matches were. Like, that's not a joke. I don't remember what has happened this season. And so...
I mean, that's why I go check, you know?
I had like 15 minutes, man. Like, actually, that's not true. I had like 3. I just think that I do vaguely remember him being fairly consistent, and I don't think he was bad, and I think that he was more consistent than 2/3 of the top side of C9. So,
look, I'll give you that support is actually rather reliant on having a good jungler to enable them to get wards out and to be able to
I also
like
think
scout
that you
for
can
plays.
be an MVP caliber support without making the insanely flashy plays that like Core JJ would make.
Sure,
right? Like
but
you can just be like you can be
int.
solid. Okay, everybody, dude, Michael Jordan missed shots. All right, like chill.
They were so bad though.
He wasn't so bad.
Look, against the good teams in the LCS, he has not looked that great. So I'm just saying, it's a...
All right, you want me to fall back on the I didn't remember any other LCS players' names?
I gave you a week to think about it. I told you about it last week.
And I didn't because I don't know. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Get off my ass,
All right,
man.
Haymant, you're next. You have the other C9 pick.
You don't want me to talk about Speaker Abadage? Did you pick Fudge?
Yeah,
isn't that like a way crazier pick than mine?
Only slightly.
What do you mean only slightly?
Well,
you spent the two-thirds of the split shitting on that man.
You're right. I have. Haymont, give your spiel before I keep going.
Well, you see, the great thing about Fudge is that him and C9 can actually coordinate TP plays at very nice times and also fight around objectives. That Immortals game, they were losing it in the early game. The only reason they made it to that mid to late game because they figured out how to. They already have a game plan about how they want to fight around Baron with their particular composition, how they want to do particular objectives. It really stumped Immortals for a little while until Immortals figured out, hey, we can just go straight to the run interference, get a pick, and then win the game. But otherwise, Fudge, even in their loss against Immortals, was doing massively on the Viego. Him on Gwen, him and C9 know a lot about how to play around that, and he's really massive in their team fights during the later on in the game. I really think him doing well on his top lane, on his carries, support C9 a lot, going into the mid game and into the late game. it's critical that he does well for C9 to have a fighting chance.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Did Dion not pick MVP from C9?
No.
Yes, he did not.
Fucking fake.
Shit.
You're a
No,
fake.
fuck.
You're a fake,
Oh,
bro.
God.
You're a fake, bro. You're a fake, bro. What happened to the goon team? What happened to the squad?
Bro, I can explain.
Bro, you got it, bro.
Dion, you don't have
You're
to.
gonna get a knock at your door, bro. They're gonna take your C9 card away, bro. It's wraps.
No, I take that card. No.
All right,
Come on.
all right, hang on. All right, here, I got.
This weekend that showed off and just stomped. Well, he stomped CLG.
All right, it's my
You could
turn.
have said Sven, bro.
Hang
That would
on.
have been easy.
I had to flame your C9 pick here because Fudge, while he's performed well, has not been able to win them games, and I feel like a lot of the other picks have people who have performed at or above Fudge's caliber, and they've won games off it. Like, I'm not gonna say Fudge is a bad top laner. I don't think he's the worst top laner in the league, and he looks like the best player on Cloud9. But he's the best player on Cloud9, and Cloud9 has looked abysmal this split. Like, it just, I don't
You know,
understand.
you can be MVP without being like the best team in the league, though, right?
Maybe, but I don't feel like Fudge is fulfilling all of those requirements. And every time he looks good and has the ball per se, he's just not been able to convert on it, or like it doesn't seem like Fudge can hold. Watching Fudge get a lead is like watching Haymont get a lead. I'm scared. Like, when Haymont has the gold on my team, I'm just sitting here like, all right, Haymont, it's all you. You're the carry of this game. You better not throw the fucking game.
I'm gonna split push.
Oh. My 80 carry split push is 30 per seconds before a fucking dragon spawns, and I'm just like, if you don't kill 3 turrets and a fucking inhibitor, we're screwed.
Yeah, I just back.
That's a total segue, but yeah. Fucking, I get where
I
you're
just
coming.
back and I don't even have enough money to buy. How's that feel?
Jeez.
Shit on.
That just hurts. But yeah, Fudge being most valuable player on C9, because if he's not, then C9 doesn't win. Woo.
Sure, he's the most valuable player on C9. What's their summer record have them at?
Oh,
they're
it's pretty
fourth.
bad.
They're
I
tied for 4th.
fully fucking hate the color scheme you have done for this, by the way.
It's their
I just
team
don't-
colors.
Yeah, and it's ugly as fuck if you...
Make the teams choose better colors then. I don't know.
Bro, you didn't even do blue and white.
Okay.
You did black and white. You didn't do blue and white. You didn't even
Well,
get it right.
That has to do with readability.
All right. Well,
You're
we got to move on
cringe.
to Dion's pick.
All right, Dion. Why'd you pick Closer? I don't have that much to critique about this. I think Closer is a very fine pick for MVP.
Just know I did consider writing Who Megalol when you put in Closer while I was opening the doc as a
Oh
meme.
my god.
He's a closer, dude. He comes in and seals the deals every time.
Megalol.
All I gotta say is
Obviously, I know who Closer is. Don't be fucking weird.
this. Closer
Mhm.
is a Chad jungler. All right. Like, yeah, we talk about how, well, like before in other splits, like, oh, blabber this, blabber that. Nah,
Mhm.
Closer.
Ooh.
And like, Closer,
Mm-hmm.
he's one of those junglers like, yo, you give him something, yeah, I got you. I'll just do that real quick. I'll dive it under that tower. I'll kill you. I'll get out.
Mm-hmm.
Done. That's it. We're gonna win the game now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Closer, he is a playmaker, and like his playmaking skills are basically off the charts. Like, he knows how to make plays. Him on that Diana,
Mhm.
masterful. It's like, I don't want to fuck with that. If I'm an 80 carry, I'm shaking myself, okay?
Mhm.
If I see Closer. And then
Mhm.
Well,
10 minutes, then it's closing time, huh?
yep. Like,
Okay.
Someone make a montage of Closer with that really quiet song closing time.
oh my god.
That
And then
song
like
is crazy though.
Yeah, I know. I feel like
then
there's a
we-
lot you could actually do with that.
oh my
Mhm.
god.
Tell
Then
me
when
more.
he plays tanks, like, well, Volibear,
Yep.
and even as we saw this week, Olaf.
Ooh.
He does not fuck around.
Oh yeah.
You give him that, he will kill.
You thought Blabber knew how to play Olaf and only
Exactly.
Olaf. Let me show you Closer, who knows how to play Olaf, and then some other shit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Boy.
Good argument. Now we got to turn on Anthony.
I definitely think Closer is a very good candidate. He is definitely someone I considered putting in my top 3.
That's not what I'm talking about, Anthony.
Oh, you want to talk about Huhi? All right, yeah. So, I mean, for me, it basically came down between Closer, Huhi, Impact, and Danny. And I picked Huhi because
Who's Impact?
Damn.
All right, hang up on Matt.
Disconnect me from the.
Yeah.
All right,
I know who Impact
Matt
is.
died. There we go. All right. So
I know who that is.
I picked Huhi mostly because I feel like supports are just in general underappreciated when it comes to MVP, and it's really hard to like.
Except for Vulcan, who you hate.
He didn't
Interesting.
engage to my team.
Much
I'm
to
just
consider.
Oh my god.
Like,
Okay.
I just feel like Huhi has been the best support this split, and in general, I feel like he has looked really good. He's made a lot of very impactful plays for his team. His champion pool doesn't seem to be an issue, and he doesn't seem to have problems working with anyone on his team. And his team seems to be able to play through a lot of different lanes, and it feels like it's enabled by Huhi for me.
Wait. Hold on. Best support. That man's top lane.
Huhi? Did I write Huhi?
Huhi. Oh, I thought you were talking. I misread
I'm
that
talking
as
about
Huhi.
Huhi.
I was being dyslexic for a minute.
not who me, who he.
Oh, Huhi though.
I kept hearing myself, and I'm like, I better not fucking say Huni. This is gonna become a very different take if I say Huni.
Huhi though. 100 Thieves. All right.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna I can't blame you for that. Who he is, by far this split top. He's with that. He's top tier support. I'm not gonna lie. He has saved 100 Thieves a few times with his plays, but
We're gonna excuse him for the TK pick this weekend. That's experimenting. That's all right.
That's experimenting.
But that man,
he has 2 TK picks, and they're both losses. I don't know if one of them was.
bro, stop
One of them
playing
was on the old
TK.
one.
That's all I gotta say.
but that's all right because he's always ready to bring out a knuckle sandwich on the set, dude.
Yeah, I think he's probably the best set support in the league, and I don't like set support.
Yeah.
It's very specific. We don't see it often, but when it's there, it's great.
Boy.
All right,
And
now we have 2 other picks that we have all unanimously agreed on as MVP candidates, Spica and Abadage. Let's start off with Spica. So, does anybody else want to tell me why we think Spica is like an absolute fucking monster this split and completely dominating his role in basically every lane?
shit.
No. Do you know
Sounding
why?
like extremely biased coverage.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yes.
Very biased words.
I will give you Spica seems like the core of TSM. Absolutely has been performing since last split into this split. He's been very dominant, plays whatever needs to be played. He's willing to bring out the Diana. When Rumble was meta, he was willing to play a Rumble. When anything that's meta, he's already on top of. And he always has a decent showing. He's really the glue that keeps TSM together, especially with someone like kind of volatile like Huni. He's performed a lot better recently. He's been having like some really good weekends in the past. But when he was down, it was Spica that was picking up the slack along with PoE on TSM. You can't really have TSM, the current iteration, without Spica showing up.
That's how we judge our MVPs, is how well can they write Huni's like coin flippy nature.
True.
The better you can do that as a jungler, the more likely you are to be an MVP. Just saying.
Yeah, bro. You got it.
Remember Rainover? Anybody remember Rainover?
Bro, Rainover deserved that shit.
Oh yeah, that fucking split was crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm. It was 2.
Who was his top laner? Was it Huni?
Huni, it was Huni, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy when they came over as the duo. That shit was insane.
Yeah, they came over from the 18-0 Fnatic to dominate the fucking LCS and compete with like the 17-0 TSM roster.
Yeah, and bro, they deserve that.
Well, they went out in third because they got I don't know. They couldn't play playoffs. Pressure got to them.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, that's why we value that's why we value Spica, because of how well he can perform with Huni. Yes.
Everything else is all right. Okay, we have Lost. We have Sword Art. Those were ships that were taking a little while to get right in the same direction.
PoE, right. He did well. He did really well. I'll give you that.
When he plays mages, I fucking love it. When he doesn't play mages, I want to hide in the corner.
What the hell, man? What are you doing? Yeah.
Don't pick.
I mean,
next year we're gonna have a like non-mage count for PoE. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. That's me with any mid laner in general. So. Yeah.
All right. Last one. Abadage.
Abadage, I think.
I don't know how to say the man.
I think it's Abadage.
Of that age.
Abadoge.
Man.
Anybody want to give a line? Or are you gonna make me do it?
Let's start off Dion. What do you think of this man in the mid lane?
Bro, this man is a bona fide mid laner. He can actually play mages. He will actually play mages. Like, he's supposed to do. He's actually supposed to do what you're actually supposed to do. And then he does more with that. Like, he actually understands how to play mid lane. Like, oh, I don't have to just go Unga Bunga and play like Aurelia or Akali or like any of those mid. I just play mage. I push up the lane. I go to someone else and I murder someone. Anyone I see, I just kill them on the spot, and I go back to mid. And it's like, oh, jungle, you need me? I got you. I'll follow you. Actually, like he's actually a team player. He doesn't just play for himself either.
Ooh, Dion. I'm gonna throw you a question though.
All right.
Does he only play mages though?
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say no, because I mean that's not always true.
But can he perform
Karma and Akali? You know, like those are two of his most played champions.
Wait, what?
His most played champion split is on Karma, followed by 3 games on Akali, Azir, and Sylas.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He played LeBlanc and Lucian too. He's played Yasuo before.
Yeah, we don't talk about. Yeah, that was bad.
That was Kring, but listen, it's on the list.
True, but like, all in all, he still played the mages, and it's like, yo, of course, anytime he doesn't really play a mage that much. Well, I can't say that. No, that's a lie. Whoops. Anytime he doesn't play something like, well, Yasuo or Lucian, fails.
Hey, you got a dub on the Lucian, okay? All right, he's one of the few teams that has it. He's on one of the teams. All right.
His KD,
he's got a loss as well too. He's 1-1.
KD on Lucian is 1.3.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's the same as his Yasuo.
That's probably better than your Lucian, KD.
Probably not.
It's probably better than your Yasuo, KD.
Maybe.
It's like
I can check. Hang on.
All I gotta say is this: you let this guy play. Well, I mean, I don't call it a mage, but still, Akali, he'll kill you. Karma, he'll somehow kill you. He'll play tank Karma and he'll kill you somehow.
It is not. It is not better than my Yasuo.
Oh my god.
My Yasuo KD is 29 games. is
to be fair, that's probably in an unrated solo queue game against a much worse player.
Queue?
Yo, did you just say unrated?
What do you mean?
This is ranked games from season 4.
Oh, okay. Well, you weren't playing against the same caliber of player. What are the odds? Tell me right now. If they put you mid on an LCS team on Yasuo, that you get a better KDA than that?
50-50.
No shot! If it's against TSM, you easy throw.
Oh, shut up. Don't you dare.
100%.
No, don't try to tell on me like that.
Telling you for what? Hypothetical imaginary match fixing?
Oh my god.
Wait, you got something?
I just want to go back to Abadage. He's just a force to be reckoned with. And also another thing, he takes TP even when he picks a collie.
Good player.
I love it. Oh, that's what I like to see.
Bro, that tells a lot right there.
Team fucking player right there. This man will play Karma, TP Akali. I don't know about his Ignite versus Flash rate. That yeah.
No, it was only once. It was only once. Only once.
All right. Yeah, I fucking love Abadage.
Holy shit! Wait, it actually really is only once. Anyways,
by the way, during this conversation, I looked up his like Wikipedia article because it is a pronunciation thing, and the fun fact is that he got that name from a sound that a unit in Age of Empires made. Fun fact,
bro. But yeah, so he came into the league kind of out of nowhere. I shouldn't say out of nowhere.
He had a pretty long career.
Well, no. Well, I mean in the LCS, like nobody really kind of saw this kind of pickup coming. 100 Thieves were definitely looking for an upgrade in the mid lane. It seemed like what they really needed to compete, and it's showing. They're first fucking place now with this fucking
wasn't
upgrade.
he on Schalke? Like, weren't they kind of good?
I think
Schalke
did he go to
pretty
Worlds?
good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, because when you said out of nowhere, I thought you meant in general. I was like, I thought they were decent, bro.
No, I just mean the move's crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to leave Schalke and come to NA and do this.
He was on Schalke for almost 3 years.
Well, now they're getting sold because they got relegated from their league. But that's not about Abadage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been loving watching this man join the league. I feel like he's really kind of re-elevated the mid lane after we lost Bjergsen. I don't want to say he's as good as Bjergsen was, but he's definitely challenged a lot of the other ones. No, because
to become
Bjergsen,
coach of TSM in a few years.
I don't know, maybe. But like Bjergsen had such a staying power and such like he was always the best mid laner in the league. You could argue. What?
There were times when other people were better. You're just mad.
Fucking who? Jensen? No.
At times.
No. You're just wrong.
Pobelter, every split Pobelter was on a team.
Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. But I just like the
High was better when
competition.
Bjergsen first joined.
Whatever you say. I like the competition being brought to the mid lane by
Reggie
him.
was better when
And
Reggie
I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for the mid lane to get leveled up because he has joined the league.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all our MVP picks. What's the next topic? All right. Tom Kench has hit the LCS. We saw him 3 times this weekend.
Can I ask a question?
Maybe.
Are you saying that we have unbenched the Kench?
Yes.
Poggers.
I'm not sure what his ban status was the past weeks, because he has been patched for 2 patches. There's a patch coming tomorrow. That'll be the 3rd patch. So it's been kind of like we've been getting the new flavor. His big debut was 2 games on support and 1 on mid lane from a Blazed Olive, where he hard carried the game.
Yeah.
And
Blazed
to be
Olive
honest, I loved that game. That game was fun.
Yeah.
According to this website that I'm not confident I'm accurately using, he was 11 and 14 overall pick ban this split so far. So 11 bans, 14 picks over the weeks.
The new one?
I'm looking at LCS Summer 2021 in all roles. He is 7 and 7 with 11 bans, 14 picks, and a 23.8% presence. Negative CSD, GD at 15, and
well, that's probably counting his old rework, because he got reworked, and that's sort of what's relevant.
No, it's counting all of the weeks so far in this split.
Yeah, he's only been in for the last 3, technically.
Listen, I don't know. I just used a quick fucking thing. What patch did he get reworked?
I think 13. And he wasn't picked on 13.
He wasn't picked or banned in 13.
Oh, he has a support game.
He was 5 and 3 in 14. And then in 12, he was 1 and 7. So in 13, they just passed on him. He had presence in 12 and 14. And in 11.
Those are
not in 10.
So these are the first 3 games in the LCS of new Tom Kench. I think the LCS is the only major region really playing new Tahm Kench?
I'll check.
I'm looking at it. They are.
Well.
So
Thank God I didn't want to look it up.
So, it looks okay in a solo lane. It doesn't look too hot in a fucking support role. It's so
Yeah. I wonder why.
because they swapped his ult and his E, so now that the ultimate is kind of like if Cho'Gath Q could replace Cho'Gath.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucking crazy, and I like it, but at the same time, it's really obnoxious to have to deal with, because you're just like, haha, I'm fighting you, and then you're kind of kiting him a little, and he's just like, alright, Duncan just appears on you, and you're like, God fucking damn it.
Like, what the hell? Where did this guy come from? But, man, like, him in support, yeah, bro, he in my opinion, he's dead in support. Like, you should not play him at all in support. Like, oh no, I decided to stop.
Alright, so the real reason why you picked old Tahm Kench was because you could just eat your carry when they were getting picked off, or you could transport someone on a rotate, or and they removed both of those. Like, there's no more safety in the eat as readily, and there's no more global play. You cannot make global plays with Tahm Kench anymore. And to be honest, that was always the really fun part. Where I forget what playoff this was, but they like backdoored super far away. They waited for the enemy team to like leave their base, and then they Tahm Kench ulted from like enemy red buff deep into their base. And like 3 patches later, they nerfed the ult so that wouldn't happen anymore.
Yeah. Sven and Vulcan have done it multiple times.
Yeah, those kind of plays are always really fun to watch, and I guess it's kind of sad that that's gone. But it's like, those aren't the fairest plays, to be honest. Like,
I mean,
TP backdoors are one thing, but like doing it with just somebody's ultimate where you can take another person with you is.
I mean, hey man, it's what made the game interesting and fun.
The only person allowed to do this is Kled, okay? Kled's the only one allowed to do this, because it won us a clash match.
Oh my god. Not this.
It was I think the game you're thinking of is C9 versus Liquid.
Was it a final?
I don't know, but I just found a bunch of posts from about a year ago, like Vulcan getting interviewed about like C9's comms during it, and then like there's it looks like that's what it was, but I don't know.
I'm gonna miss that, but I feel like this is healthier for the game. They made him much more scrappy. And
yeah,
I played against the top lane. It feels just as annoying as the old one, so I don't feel like it's impacted the dueling too much. But I don't know. They upped his fucking sustain, and it's so annoying. But it also has more counterplay at the same time, and I'm just like, I hate this, but it's better. I still hate this.
Yeah,
I don't like it, but I mean, it's manageable.
He's more like an initiator now.
I guess.
Or he just straight up goes and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go straight in here, except my initiate's a skill shot, which if I miss it, I'm just behind you.
If I miss it, I die now.
Like, he sits in the middle of the fight and kind of like peels for the AD carry a little, and like zones off damage so the AD carry can DPS the. He's a very good front to back with a lot of options. Like, he can, like, if you start winning the front to back, he can be like, okay, cool, we're going in on the back line. And if you start losing, he'd be like, okay, I'm peeling for the AD carry now because of his E.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It seems more interesting in a solo lane.
Yeah, in solo lane.
I want to know how it affects, like, Senna TK. Because that seems like a very interesting change.
Yeah, it's no longer as safe. It just becomes an aggro bot lane now. It's like, hey there, guess what? I whiffed, but I'm in your face, and I still have healing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I will chain stun you, followed by another stun.
What have they
that
been
seems
building
hyper aggro.
Have they just been building Locket and the normal shit?
I see.
Oh,
no creativity.
They've been building it because that's the support. The mid lane pick built full tank with a Frozen Fist, which is exactly what I honestly think he should build, because making him dual is not great. All right, let's move on to talk about our picks for next week.
All right.
Let's see what we get to flame people about this week. Haymont has picked FlyQuest over Team Liquid, Cloud9, but not over Dignitas.
Bro.
I want you to know that I was gonna pick Dig, and then I saw you pick Dig over Fly, and I thought, fuck, I gotta team up with Anthony just because I know when inevitably the one game you don't choose Fly wins, you are going to be so heated, and we are going to talk so much shit.
So where's your faith, Haymont?
Am I wrong, Dion?
You see, I'm very confused about FlyQuest. I don't have a read on them. They're bad in lane, but they win games. They're bad in lane, but they know how to get a general team fight off. I'm pretty sure they're just as puzzled in the mid game, where they're like, shit, what are we doing? I don't know. Let's chuck things at the wall until it works, and it does. I'm not saying they're good, but they have promise. They can do things. And it's gonna be that freshness that's gonna undertake Team Liquid, unless Kumo gets pub stomped. They just need to do the read where it's like, Core JJ is gonna appear top lane with Alphari at when Alphari is level 5 and when Core JJ is level 3. And don't be there, Kumo. Get out of dodge. Yeah. FlyQuest versus C9. Yeah, don't fight C9 around objectives. Somehow win the game, strong arm through lane. That's it.
Or just blow out their Nexus.
Yeah, just nuke it, dude.
Just do what IMT did. Whatever that is, do that again.
Yeah, just be like, yes, are you trying to set up for a play? We're running interference. That's it. Don't go for the objective. Go for the area before the objective.
I want to see more teams just wait for someone to set up for Baron or Dragon and just let them waste their time doing it for 90 seconds and then just show up sieging their fucking tier 2 and push for 3 inhibitors.
Yeah.
It's not that easy, but I want to see that shit happen. It's gonna be so funny as they're pounding down the fucking Baron and they're like, hang on, they're gonna end the game, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. What else happened? I'm the only one who went with EG over TSM.
I think it's close.
I feel like that one. Yeah, I feel like there's a great case for EG.
We got a topic on that. Give it a minute.
Okay. All right.
Now, Haymont has also picked Golden Guardians over TSM.
Bro.
GG,
and Team
easy.
Liquid.
GG, easy.
Haymont, you were on something.
Haymont.
I say I want that, but I like having good analysis.
Hey, Haymont, are you okay?
You see I had a good amount of Bahama Mamas. That's what
Haymont had a grand old time in the Bahamas, and now he's just like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, we're fine. This is a workout. Oh, boy.
What's the worst that happened? My pick rate somehow gets worse? It's already in the gutter.
I don't even have our pick rates totaled yet. Because I broke the fucking thing.
Shit.
Alright. Boy. Let's talk about some of these matchups real quick before we end the show because we're a little over time. We got 100 Thieves versus Cloud9 up first. We are completely split on this. Now, the C9 fans have the audacity to assume that C9 is going to win anything against the top teams.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
so, Matt,
I said hell yeah without even picking C9 players for MVP, bro.
Exactly. What was that case you were talking about for closer? Which team does he play on?
And why is it not Cloud9?
Well, he picked Closer, not Blabber, who has looked like one of the worst junglers this split, and I'm not even joking. So please, C9 fans of the call, explain to me why they're
you can't say the worst after what COG did. Anyways, if they
defend the homies, Dion. Let them know. Let them know why we're about to come out on top.
I just need to stop right there. If anything, everyone on COG is down at the bottom. Okay.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't care what you say.
He doesn't like the
All
slander.
those players are down at the bottom.
But it's not about
Wait.
CLG. It's about Cloud9 and 100 Thieves. Now tell me, why are you gonna win?
Belief. That's what I'm
Belief?
Interruption. Interruption.
What?
Out of all these matches that are on here, I see 100 Thieves versus Dig, I see 100 Thieves versus TL, and then I see 100 Thieves versus FlyQuest. Nope, that was last week. I'm fucking high. All right. Okay.
Mine's
All
real.
right.
There we go. I was wondering where I was like, where are you trying to get at, real quick?
All right. Never mind. Continue. My bad.
Now he's maybe paranoid.
Yeah. Never mind. It's right there on week 8 match. Nope. I'm dumb. That's it. That's
so
all.
defend yourselves.
I see. Defend myself. All right.
Defend.
I think it's this. Well,
How's Fudge doing lately?
I mean, Fudge. That's been.
I'm not worried about Fudge.
Yeah. It's just. Bro, it's gonna be Blabber and Perks. Actually, it's gonna be those two. It's a dynamic duo, and
Let's not pretend the bot lane's been any better.
well, yeah, but let's get straight. Who is it gonna be that's gonna either feed? Who's gonna? Oh my god, I can't remember the line. Feast or famine. There we go. Yeah.
Both remember Vulcan, right? We both both watched that.
Let's just straight. It's gonna have to be them two. Feast or famine. Perks and Blabber. If they actually get together and actually enunciate and think and talk about what they want to do together, we give them a pretty good chance at actually winning. If they don't, well, that's it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
That'll be the end of the game.
Okay, hear me out though. But what if Perks switches with Sven, and Sven's the mid laner, and Perks is the AD carry?
Yeah, see that? No. See,
Because I remember Perks being a really good AD carry.
And you know what that got him?
A couple dubs on G2. That's it.
It got him to World's Final.
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
So hang on. We're gonna roll swap Sven and Perks.
Yes, because do you know who's a viable mid laner? That's right, Tristana. There we go. Easy dub. It's all making sense.
So here's the issue.
Yeah.
Is that Perks left G2 because he didn't want to play AD carry anymore. And his plan to get Caps to play AD carry didn't pan out.
Get back onto it. Do it again, Perks. You know which role you're best at.
And then problem. Well, Sven being mid with Tristana. I mean, the problem is this: if he doesn't get Tristana, he's kind of fucked.
Yeah, all right. You know, that's fair enough. But then we also have to go back to talking about Perks in the mid lane against the other one who's been unanimously our MVP candidate, Abadaje.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I think they have no shot. I feel like the best players from 100 Thieves are just better than the worst players on Cloud9, and the ones that
wait a sec. Wait. Yes, the game is on a Friday.
Wait. But that's only for bottom 5 versus top 5, okay?
I don't know, man.
Excluding Team Liquid.
I don't know.
CLG rise up.
Do you believe?
Do I believe? Hang on. It's not like it's been my picks that have been counted. We all have been getting screwed by Friday.
Exactly.
Friday night.
So we have split ourselves, and there's no way to get us screwed. So it doesn't matter. It's just gonna be a gigantic. Oh my god! It's gonna be a fiesta.
It's 50-50.
Everyone's gonna be watching It's a double ace. It's gonna happen. The double ace. Friday is cursed.
You know You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna 100 Thieves, right? Right.
Yeah.
100 Thieves. Very good team, all across the board. Someday, closer, Abadaje. The two people in the bot lane, Huhi and FBI. All right. What they're gonna do is they're gonna int the draft, because that's been happening for a while. They're gonna int the draft, and then C9's gonna come up with a spicy one. They're gonna pick something that's just gonna be good. They're gonna randomly pick Vygar mid lane because nobody picks Vygar mid lane anymore. And it's gonna go 12-0-3. And it's gonna be amazing. People are gonna be like, why don't they play this? Anyhow, and that's what's gonna happen. That's it.
Makes sense.
Well, Nizzy's not on C9 anymore, so you know.
Dang.
It's all right. It's okay. Do you know why? Because also Abdashi, the man in the mid lane, the man, the myth, the legend. When that Vygar comes out, do you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna pick Karma.
There you go. That's it. Karma with an Olaf, and they're gonna run you down. Xin Zhao maybe. Let's go. All right, let's talk about TSM versus EG. EG's been on a fucking tear. They're nipping at TSM's heels in the standing. I think this matchup's close. I think it's gonna be really close. This is gonna be kind of make or break for EG to break into top 2. I think TSM already have the matchup over them. Oh no. This is actually a decider. This is the decider for the TSM EG matchup. So this is kind of absolutely critical for top 2.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually very critical for them.
So I am putting all of my energy into TSM winning this. The 3,000 miles it needs to travel will not diminish it at all. So yeah, they gotta win this, and I feel like it's gonna be really close, and it's probably gonna come down to what's this guy doing? Jizuke. No, Jizuke.
Yeah, okay.
And Svenskeren kind of turning it on and having a good game. Otherwise, I feel like the EG bot lane's been better, but the TSM seems to be more consistent in their top side, ironically enough.
Yeah. Crazy.
But then do you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is...
All right, Haymant, give me your wild story.
Impact, right? Famous player. One World Season 3. Yeah, One World Season 3.
I mean, that's true. You can't contest that.
Exactly. A very, very iconic player. And with a lot of iconic picks. Do you know what he's going to take out? That's right. He's going to bring out the Shen.
There it is.
And then... And Huni's gonna pick up Jason. He's gonna be like, yes, I win this matchup easy. Except he's not.
And then they're gonna yell Faker. What was that? Because Faker is gonna reveal. It's gonna be revealed that the mid lane in NA was Faker this whole time, playing both sides of the war.
It's actually
The war being the not at all competitive relationship between North America and Korea in League of Legends.
Yeah.
Matt, you're literally a fan of the team that has made that relationship remotely competitive. I'm just saying.
Yes, but no other team has made it competitive, so we can't really call it. And historically, it's been really...
is one of the 2 teams that took a game off of Samsung White.
Yes, but historically speaking, it has been very one-sided.
Yes.
Are you gonna tell me that? Okay, you're trolling, bro.
It was what is it? LCK had that one slump in 2018, and I don't remember if
they for like 2 years.
Yeah,
they didn't make top 4 for 2 years.
Yeah, and then what was it? Damn One Gaming came out, and I was like, "Hey, look at this canyon. Look at that Grand Canyon right there. It's supposed to be American, but we stole it." Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, but that was my little bullshit about how EG's gonna win.
Shen, man. The Shen, this man.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about our last matchup. TSM versus Cloud9. Now, you all have this delusion that Cloud9 is a good team in the LCS. Look, Sven said it himself. GG only beats good teams. And C9 are not a good team, so they had a good shot and they beat them.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense from a logical perspective, because saying Team A only beats good teams does not entail that Team A beats every good team. Simply that they lose to every bad team.
Matt, let me flame your goddamn team with their own words.
No, I'm just gonna I'm gonna hit you with the fact that is not a valid logical deduction.
I'm gonna hit you with your tiny ass jungler's champion pool.
I don't care about
Hey.
that. I care more about logic than anything in the LCS because I'm a fucking loser.
Then why is your starter play 2 champions? And he got lucky to play them last week.
You made a invalid logical deduction. That's all I care about, dude.
You know what? You know what? The logic is that TSM are gonna win because they have a better jungler. They have a better
Still not a
mid
logical
laner.
deduction.
Their bot lane hasn't entered a game to the other team.
You have not proved any of these theorems. You simply assert these theorems as axioms in your
The
knowledge.
only spot that you have to win is through the top lane, and every time your top laner gets a lead, the game feels like it's about to explode. So I want you to explain to me how your top laner is going to carry this game, because that's the only way that you're going to win.
Hey Matt, I'm gonna need you to soft off with this one, all right?
Okay,
hear me out.
Chill. I'll chill.
All right. Hear me out.
Yeah, I like the vibe of your voice. I'm feeling relaxed now. I'm a lot less angry, a lot less heated over bad logic. Anthony learned a fucking derivation.
I am quoting Sven.
You're not. You're okay.
Literally,
You might have quoted Sven. However, this statement again. This Team A only beats good teams entails that Team A loses to all the bad teams, not that they win against every good team. If Sven had said this team beats every good team always, then you would be correct. But he did not say that, so your deduction is false.
We have arrived at Matt's Achilles heel.
You have not. You've arrived at my years of schooling in logic.
But hey,
I very rarely get to use this. Just give this to me, man. I paid a lot of money to be able to. I paid a lot of money to be able to. I could have bought one book. Instead, I took a lot of courses. Just give it to me, man. Keep going, Haymant.
Hey, do you know what's a great, delicious treat for all those C9 fans out there?
Our treats
right there in the top lane.
Getting
EU.
a good Valorant team.
Nah, don't worry. It's fudge. A nice hot fudge.
Yummy.
You got it. You did it.
It used to be licorice, but now it's fudge. Frankly, a better dessert.
Exactly. Look, you don't need that dessert. What is he? Golden Guardians? What the fuck? They lost to him. Right. Better dessert wins.
Licorice is a cringe dessert, dude. Eat fudge like an adult.
Exactly. Fudge on Gwen. They're gonna let it through. Easy.
They're letting it through? They're gonna let it slide?
They're gonna let it slide. And you know what? What's gonna happen afterwards?
Dubs? For me?
Straight dubs.
Yeah, I like your story. I'm gonna hey Anthony, you said defend myself, just listen to Haymant. He's right.
Hey, and you know what? Small champion pool? What the fuck? You're right. He was the first one to bring out the Olaf this past weekend. All right?
What?
You know what he's gonna bring out next? You know what else he's gonna bring out next? That's right. You got it. He's gonna bring out Ivor next.
Okay, you lost me. You lost me at the back half.
Okay,
you lost me.
Okay, let me pivot
in the first half, not in the second.
All right. Let me pivot.
Blizzard played Olaf the week before.
Well, he didn't say he was the first in the LCS to play it. He said he was the first that weekend to play it, which might be true.
All right, pivot. I lost you at the Ivern. All right, that's fair. Okay. All right. What's actually going to happen is he's going to bring out his other one of 3 picks. That's right, the uncontested Gragas. No, it's always freeload, dude. Whenever he pops it out in the open, it just pops off, dude. And what better pairing than a fat man and fudge? Okay, that went too deep for me.
I think we're gonna stop it here for now.
All right, Matt, I'm out of topics and patience.
I'm out of one of those. Just take me home.
All right, that'll do it for us this week on Legendary League Podcast. You can catch us live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/NizzyTV11. You can catch the VODs on the YouTube channel, Legendary Podcast. You can catch the audio podcast version wherever you get your podcast. And you can apparently get dessert at C9 vs. TSM on Sunday night.
A delicious serving of fudge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,